What if Hollywood's kindest star hides secret crushes, forbidden on-set moments, and quiet acts that left A-list women speechless? One refused director orders to protect her. Another got surprise truffles at her door. But the real story? Even deeper, and more surprising than you think.
Imagine this. In a town famous for egos and scandals, one man walks through the chaos completely untouched. No drama, no diva moments, just pure, quiet power. That man is Keanu Reeves. But here's what makes people lean in closer. Everyone calls him the nicest guy in Hollywood. Sure, that sounds nice. But why does it feel almost suspicious? How does someone stay that grounded when the whole world wants a piece of him? Picture the action hero who redefined cool in The Matrix. Bullets flying, high-stakes chases. Yet off camera, he's the guy who notices everything. He remembers the small things, the quiet details most stars forget the second the director yells cut. A co-star once mentioned she had never tried truffles. Days later, Keanu showed up at her door with flowers, champagne, and fresh truffles. No cameras, no expectations. Just because. Who does that? His humility runs deep. He turned down massive paychecks so the crew could get paid more. He sits on the floor during interviews while others take the big chairs. He rides his motorcycle through the city like any regular guy, blending in, never chasing the spotlight. But behind that calm smile lies real pain, the kind that could break anyone. He lost loved ones, faced heartbreaking tragedies. Yet he never let bitterness win. Instead, he poured that pain into quiet kindness. Now the suspense builds. Female celebrities who worked with him don't just say he's nice. They light up, their voices soften. Some blush even years later. Why? What did they see that we don't? Was it the way he listens? Really listens, like you're the only person in the room? Or the way he treats every woman with old-school respect, never crossing lines, always making them feel safe and valued? Lesser-known fact. On 1 in 10 set, a director tried to push emotions by yelling insults at a young actress. The men were ordered to join in. Most stayed quiet. But Keanu? He flat-out refused. He wouldn't hurt her, even for the scene. That single moment created bonds that lasted decades. Another hidden story? He once fixed a stranger's broken-down car on the side of the road. No security, no cameras. Just a movie star on a motorcycle helping out like it was nothing. Keanu didn't chase fame. Fame chased him. From heartthrob in the 90s to unstoppable John Wick legend, he stayed the same. Humble, present, real. In an industry where relationships often feel fake, his feel dangerously genuine. So what is it about him that makes powerful, talented women open up so freely? Is it the quiet strength, the genuine care, or something deeper no one has fully explained yet? Don't just take our word for it. Let's hear directly from the women who know him best. Their stories might just change how you see the man behind the legend forever.
Now things get really interesting. Let's start with the one story everyone still whispers about, Sandra Bullock. Back in 1994, they filmed Speed. A bomb on a bus. Non-stop action. But off camera? Sparks flew. Sandra later admitted on Ellen, her voice playful yet shy, that she had a big crush on Keanu. She said it was hard to even look at him without giggling like a schoolgirl. She wondered if something was wrong with her because they never went out. Years passed. Then, on another talk show, the truth exploded. Keanu had a crush on her too, at the exact same time. They never dated. They chose friendship instead. And that choice created something rare in Hollywood, a bond that lasts decades. But here's the part that still gives people chills. Sandra once casually mentioned she had never tried truffles or champagne. Most people would forget. Not Keanu. A few days later, he showed up at her door with flowers, champagne, and fresh truffles. No cameras. No agenda. Just pure thoughtfulness. Sandra still talks about it with wonder. He's a listener, she says, and it drives people crazy. Their friendship survived because they never crossed that line. But you can't help wondering, what if they had? Next comes a story wrapped in mystery and a touch of magic, Winona Ryder. On the set of Bram Stoker's Dracula in 1992, they filmed a real wedding scene with an actual Romanian priest. Winona still jokes they might be married for real. Even today, they text each other as husband and wife. On his birthday she writes, "Happy birthday, my husband." He replies, "Hey, my wife, I love you." But their connection runs much deeper than jokes. During filming, the director tried a harsh method to make Winona cry. He yelled cruel insults at her and told the male actors to join in. Most stayed silent. Keanu? He refused. He wouldn't say a single hurtful word. Winona never forgot that. She has said she loves him and they remain close friends who live near each other. Think about it. In a high-pressure moment, when everyone else followed orders, Keanu chose kindness. That single choice created a lifetime of trust. Now step into the Matrix world with Carrie-Anne Moss. They played Neo and Trinity, partners who literally saved the world on screen. Off-screen, their friendship feels just as powerful. Carrie-Anne says nice is too small a word for Keanu. She calls it a soul friendship. After 20 years apart, they picked up right where they left off while filming Resurrections. She remembers how he always checked on her during tough training days. How he stayed supportive, present, and humble even as a massive star. Carrie-Anne has said working with him again felt like coming home. Their bond makes you wonder, what is it like to have someone who truly sees you after decades? The drama continues with Halle Berry. On John Wick, Chapter 3, Halle pushed her body to the limit. She broke ribs during rehearsals but kept going. Why? She wanted to match Keanu's pace. She refused to slow him down. That level of respect says everything. She has called their work together intense and inspiring. Then there's Priyanka Chopra in The Matrix Resurrections. Priyanka felt nervous and intimidated on her first big day back after the pandemic. She stumbled over lines. Her hands were sweating. Keanu noticed. After the scene wrapped, he walked over and told her she did a great job on a very difficult day. Those simple words meant the world. Priyanka still lights up when she talks about it. A legend with decades of experience took time to lift her up. In Hollywood, that feels almost rare enough to be suspicious. Don't forget Charlize Theron. They starred together in Sweet November. Charlize has spoken warmly about Keanu's professionalism and quiet charm. She, like so many others, felt completely at ease around him. And the respect goes even further. Fans have noticed Keanu's hands-off approach in photos with women. He keeps a respectful distance, never making anyone uncomfortable. Female co-stars repeatedly mention how safe and valued he makes them feel. He listens. He remembers. He stays present. One lesser-known moment, on the Matrix Resurrections set, when catering failed in a foreign country, Keanu quietly arranged food trucks for the entire crew. He paid to move heavy equipment and even helped with luggage. No one asked him to. He just did it. Time after time, these women say the same things. Kind. Present. Humble. Sandra felt seen. Winona felt protected. Carrie-Anne felt understood. Halle pushed harder because of him. Priyanka felt encouraged. Charlize felt respected. What is Keanu's secret? How does one man leave such a strong, positive mark on so many strong, talented women? Is it his painful past that taught him real empathy? Is it his refusal to play Hollywood games? Or is there something deeper, a genuine goodness that shines through no matter what role he plays? The more you hear their stories, the more you realize this isn't just PR. These are real feelings from women who have worked with him up close for years. They don't have to say these things. They choose to. And that choice makes the legend of Keanu Reeves even more fascinating, and somehow even more mysterious.
So, why does any of this actually matter? In Hollywood, a world dripping with drama, broken relationships, and carefully staged images, Keanu Reeves feels like a glitch in the system. He's a quiet exception no one can quite explain. And the more you look, the more mysterious it becomes. Think about it. Every day, we hear stories of scandals, leaked messages, and public feuds. Stars rise fast and fall faster. But Keanu? He moves through the same chaos like a calm shadow. No messy divorces splashed across headlines. No angry tell-alls. Just consistent, almost unbelievable decency. What if that's not an accident? What if his realness is the most powerful thing about him? The women who know him don't just like him. They trust him. They open up about crushes, protected moments, and quiet support that happen far away from cameras. Why? Because his actions off camera perfectly match every word he says, or doesn't say. He doesn't preach kindness. He lives it so quietly that it startles people. Imagine working in an industry where everyone wants something from you. Then one co-star shows up, listens deeply, remembers tiny details, and expects nothing in return. It feels rare, almost suspicious. You start wondering, is he really this good? Or is there something we're missing? That suspense is what makes his story addictive. Lesser-known truth. While filming intense action scenes, Keanu often stayed late in the gym when everyone else had gone home. He pushed his body to extremes, then made sure the crew had food and support. On one movie, when catering fell apart in a foreign country, he quietly fixed it himself. No press release, no social media post, just food trucks appearing like magic. These aren't big heroic gestures. They're small, consistent choices, and they add up to something huge. In a town where respect can feel like performance, Keanu's version feels dangerously real. He keeps respectful distance in photos. He refuses to cross lines. He protects people even when a director orders him not to. That one moment with Winona Ryder on Dracula still echoes. He chose her dignity over the scene. Years later, she still calls him husband in texts. That kind of loyalty doesn't come from nowhere. Now the bigger question hangs in the air. Why does true kindness feel so shocking today? Because we've grown used to the opposite. We expect stars to be difficult. We expect favors to come with strings. But Keanu shows up, does the work, treats people like humans, and walks away. No drama, no demands, just steady goodness. And here's where it gets thought-provoking. His painful past, the losses, the heartbreaks he rarely talks about, could have made him cold or distant. Instead, it made him softer, more present, more aware of other people's pain. That transformation feels almost cinematic, like a real-life hero who chose light after darkness. The women in his life keep proving it. Sandra Bullock talks about their friendship with warmth decades later. Carrie-Anne Moss calls it a soul connection. Priyanka Chopra remembers his encouraging words during her most nervous moments. Halle Berry broke ribs just to keep up with him. Each story adds another layer. Each one makes you lean forward and ask, how does one man create this effect? True respect and kindness never go unnoticed. They leave marks. They build trust that lasts 30 years. They turn co-stars into lifelong friends. In Hollywood, where everything can feel temporary, Keanu's impact feels permanent. But maybe the deepest reason it matters is this. He shows us what's still possible. In a noisy world chasing clout and controversy, quiet strength wins. Being good to people, really good, without expecting applause, stand out louder than any explosion on screen. Keanu doesn't chase the nicest guy title. It follows him because he never tries to hide who he is. That authenticity creates suspense in the best way. You keep waiting for the mask to slip, for the scandal that proves he's just like everyone else. But it never comes. Instead, more stories surface. More women speak up with genuine affection. More proof piles up that his realness is not an act. So what can we take from all this? A light but powerful lesson. Small, consistent kindness ripples further than we think. Remembering someone's words. Showing up when it's hard. Choosing respect when no one's watching. These things don't just make you liked. They make you unforgettable. Keanu Reeves didn't set out to teach us anything. He simply stayed true to himself. And in doing so, he became a living reminder that real goodness still exists, even in the most unlikely places. The question is, in your own life, what small choice could you make today that echoes for decades? Because if Keanu proves anything, it's that one genuine person can still light up an entire industry. And maybe, just maybe, the rest of us too. Keanu doesn't chase perfection. He simply chooses to be good. And that quiet choice keeps Hollywood women captivated. But one mystery remains: what hidden story will surface next? Drop your favorite Keanu moment below. Like if this side of Hollywood surprised you. And subscribe for more untold truths.